Yo, guys, before you pick the stream back up,
Too late.
I donated to the other channel. Did it come through on your stream yet?
Yes, it did.
Shit.
It was hilarious, dude. I was cracking up.
By the way, we are live.
We're live, and we have the man in Myth the Legend Awesome here. Dude, that's so funny.
I was like, why isn't it showing up? And then I looked at the casters and I saw a panda was on this one. I'm like, oh, it's probably on the wrong game.
Well, it's not that it's on the wrong game. It's just that I only have on my setup it only gives me the donations for just the PMA LCS page, and that's all I get. So I don't have like SGN or anything like that set up. So anything that happens while I'm streaming, I pretty much see. Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
This is not the first time that has happened. I will just throw that out there. Anyways, they are here. Lunchboxes of Doom. Lunchboxes of Doom lost game number 1 to They Are Here, meaning they are pretty much on the outs at this point, aren't they?
Let me go double check. I don't know how these tiebreakers would work out, but there is still, if Box can win this game and PBB lose the other game, Box is still in position to be in a tiebreaker. They Are Here. I believe have clinched that they at least have a chance for a tiebreaker. And again, I don't know how those tiebreakers would play out off the top of my head. So, don't quote me on any of that. I'm also watching this Popo DP game right now too, because that will impact what happens after this game. Just for an update, it is 24-24.
Yeah, we're currently watching it.
60... Oh.
Stream is currently watching the other stream. Yep.
Why do you take this away from me, Panda Bear? I was all ready to like give an update on how close it is.
Ready?
Yeah. What are we doing? Did I get the link? I did not get the link.
Bear's showing off the fact
it's
that
in chat. Do you not see it in chat?
I got it now.
He's not an Ornn player by trade.
Yep. Now
I'm really surprised that Bear's playing Ornn. I'm sorry. That's so different.
Right.
Still's a huge CS lead though. What in the world? Bear's just really good at League of Legends. Like, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the different match. It was Garfield Juice MVP from game 1, by the way. 4 votes to 3 for Simply Phenomenal. Congrats, Garfield Juice. Holding up in that Darius Maokai lane. And the Snap Xerath ban. And the Trumpet ban still sticking around for Irion. And the Morgana ban by Box on blue side. And the Sivir ban. Indicating we don't want to play Sivir. We don't want to play Morgana. Which is shocking to me. But I think I might know what strategy Box is going for. And if I can think of 2 champions they wouldn't want to play it into, it'd be Morgana Sivir. Kai'Sa ban as well, and the Alawi ban. I'm predicting, Greg. You know what strat I'm talking about. I'm predicting it is the Quinn Pike bot lane. I want to see it.
Oh, Swain.
The Swain train. Now that is something I'm mid lane our first picks. I understand the Lissandra, but I just don't get it as a blind pick. The Swain, I get. I get 100%. So I'm happy to see Juice Miyashin going onto a pick that, in all honesty, he has looked incredibly good on. Like, all season.
Yeah, really.
I think most of Box's wins are with him on Swain.
Opting to just let Maie pick whatever he wants here, and we're going to see the Graves picked for Maie, and the Zaya coming through for Jirachi. Interesting.
Good on Jirachi in a lot of ways. This is Matt kind of me randomly thinking. I remember back to Season 1 when, like, even Jirachi admitted they were a Jinx one-trick.
They were
and
at the
Jirachi's
time.
really grown as a player. And it is going to be the Rakan separating the Lovers duo, which means we're not going to see the Quinn Pike bot lane unless this is the... unless they're putting a Rakan jungle to funnel to a mid laner. But I sincerely doubt that.
Yeah, I don't think Box, as good as they are, could pull off the funneling strat. It takes a lot of communication.
You just don't funnel with Rakan without Zaya.
Yeah.
And you don't funnel into a Swain. So like, and there's the Ornn. The Ornn is, I'm 99.9% sure going to Uncle Jemima in the top lane. Actually a really solid Ornn player. Like, I've laned against it a couple times. He's really clean on a lot of his trades in lane.
This
And he's
just
efficient
in.
in team fights with it.
We had a draw in the other game.
Oh wait, Popo won. Interesting. So let's look at this now again.
Anyways,
Oh,
going
gosh.
back to it, we see the Maokai pulled up here by Garfield Juice in the top lane. Why fix it if it ain't broke?
I'm surprised the blind pick Orin, I guess, but I'm surprised they wouldn't opt to or go for something like a Malphite, knowing that it's a great jungle, so do AD. And you know Garfield Juice is probably gonna play a tank top.
As we see Misfortune banned away here from Piper Isis and the Braum banned away from New Capaturk.
Like if you're gonna be blind picking your top laner, I guess depends on what you have preference over Orin or whoever. But I guess Orin over the Malphite.
Did they ban Malphite again? Is that what I heard? I was.
Nope, they did
Oh,
not.
they didn't ban Malphite.
That's
Oh,
foolish.
because they picked the Maokai early. Gotcha.
And we're seeing Lucian
enough.
banned.
I want Quinn. I want Quinn.
Lucian banned away here by there here, taking away that from Piper Isis, and Brand taking away from both the mid laner and the support.
Nah, New Kappa wouldn't play Brand.
You
That's
sure?
not his style on this team. They pretty much put him on engaged tanks. And Aurelia.
But Engage Brand also works.
But that's no. And there's gonna be the Scion picked up for they are here. The Scion Orin, in theory,
That was
like
Alistar.
oh, that was Alistair.
He's Alistar. Yep.
Oh, never mind. I was just gonna say in theory. Oh, they already have the Maokai. There's
There's the Queen.
Let's go. I'm hyped now. I'm happy for Piper that they're pulling it out, giving it a whirl, seeing what they can do with it.
What would you do if they picked Pike right here? Oh, sad day.
Ooh, I can see
What
how
was
you're
it-
going
what was
up.
it, orange jungle?
Shyvana. This will be fun.
Yeah.
They went from
interesting.
having like no beefiness to survive the engage to having orange Shyvana.
the beefiness. Not to mention
It's
the
a little-
sustain out of the Swain. That should
It's a little disjointed in the team fights, and you almost think of Swain as your continuous DPS source in these team fights, which is kind of weird.
yeah.
Because Quinn's kind of a burst AD carry.
And if it wasn't
And
hard enough, sorry, we have Viper.
No, go ahead. Yeah, and it is locked in. I don't think I've ever seen Simply Phenomenal play Vigar.
But the idea is very similar though to the Xerath. So and he played so well
Sure.
with the Xerath that it's just another control mage. He just controls a section of the lane, and then that's really going to force the Shyvana to really think about how to use the Dragon's Descent because he could just get baby caged and just trapped.
Well, to be fair, Shyvana is unstoppable when she's doing her ult. So, like, if you get baby caged, you can ult out of it. If you're Shyvana. So, there's at least that going for him.
Interesting.
And the main difference I'll say between, like, a Xerath and a Vigar is range. Xerath spells are all insanely long.
Yes, that's true.
Vigar is, like, the exact opposite. Vigar might be one of the shortest range burst mages in the game, actually. Everything's very close range, very in your face, and that could be the one factor in the pick that differentiates it between Xerath for Simply Phenomenal. I just don't know yet because, like I said, I have never seen him play this pick.
All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and let you guys take this. So
I need food.
yeah, food's unimportant right now. We have League of Legends to do.
So with Popo getting the win, just for the record, that does solidify that Popo will make playoffs. There are two scenarios that can happen, and I don't know the tiebreak scenarios in either of these off the top of my head. One has OEG at third, NTA, Popo tied at 9-9. They are here, PBB and Box all at 8 wins. With then they are here having to play the makeup game with Send Nudes. Option 2 has OEG in third for now. They are here at 9-8, NTA at 9-9, Popo at 9-9. And that's your playoff teams. Question then being third and fourth seed contention, where if they are here wins the game with Send Nudes, they get the third seed because they have the tiebreak over OEG. If they are here lose that, they get the fourth seed because they have the tiebreaker with NTA. Then NTA and Popo would have to play a tiebreak for 5th and 6th seed. So that's what the playoffs look like for now. We may be in a situation where we only have to play one tiebreaker game.
Oh my goodness,
Think about that. With how crazy this could have been,
that would be.
we
very
could end up
welcome.
with only one tiebreaker. I was begging for the 16 tie, dude. Like, I wanted that so bad.
Why?
Because it'd be hilarious.
Can we get a hashtag fuck Eric in chat, please?
Yes, get
Oh,
that, please.
I'm hearing
Hashtag
something.
fuck Eric in chat.
It's a Bison is saying his internet is back. Hooray. I have a question for you. Can
No.
you come relieve me? Because I'm starving, and this will be my 3rd straight game.
I can relieve you.
Austin's still here?
There's your answer. Get out of here, Eric.
I just... Thanks. I need food. That's what I was saying, Rob, was like there's gonna be at least one tiebreak game. I just saying like there's a chance it's only one is what I was saying. Okay, well, bye. Have fun with Austin. Hope he doesn't meme on y'all too hard. And Panda Greg, thanks for joining.
Sure.
I could have done a solo cast, but I'm really glad I didn't have to.
Meh.
John, take my place instead. I only did it to help Eric.
To be honest, I was muted that whole time, just waiting for a second to sneak back in.
Well, I'm peacing out. Have fun. Bye.
I like the Vagar counter pick at the very end. I think that stops a lot of what Box is trying to do, especially with Quinn and with Ornn. You know, they just immediately, the second they go in, you just throw the baby cage down.
Rest in peace, W's unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get a look back at this pro draft, since I can't spectate for another few minutes.
Oh, yes. We have Swain, Rakan, Ornn, Quinn, Shyvana for Lunchboxes of Doom, and then Graves, Zaya, Maokai, Alistair, Vigar.
Yeah, definitely a good amount of burst on the side of Box. Except for the Swain, kind of depending on how he builds. Swain's a weird one because he can do consistent damage or he can do really high burst damage. It's just how much cooldown you put into him versus how much raw AP. But with the Zaya, Alistair, Vagar, and the Maokai, like, they try to go in. They are here, can just throw some stuff down and walk away, and then suddenly all your good stuff on the side of Box is gone. And you still got consistent damage from the Vagar, Zaya, and Graves, and consistent peel from Alistair and Maokai. Really, what they are here needs to do this game is just try to bait out the engages by Box and then go back in when everything's down, because they have the consistency here.
Yep, totally agree with that. Yeah, I think the Maokai Ornn matchup, I think, is probably going to be the least interesting, I think. But watching Shyvana, Graves kind of track each other through the jungle might be the most important matchup for each team. We saw Mae get be a bit more effective than Urion, especially early game, getting off 2 successful ganks really quickly. And that just kind of set the tempo for they are here. So maybe look for Shyvana to make things happen a bit more than the Nocturne did. Shyvana with the high clear speed could be able to do that.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, both of them are very good, very consistent junglers. It's really going to be a matter of who gets the objective control earlier. Because you got Shyvana wanting to take those early dragons to get her passive stacked, and you got Graves who doesn't want that to happen. So I don't know, like, what's going to happen in the early jungle is going to depend on weird early game craziness, whether one's going to get huge advantage over the other early. But I think what's really going to matter in the jungle is how each team responds to the objectives and how they play around them. Because on one note, giving the Shyvana a bunch of objectives is going to make her huge, but on the other, denying her all of those objectives from on the side of They Are Here is going to make her pretty weak.
Yep,
So I
totally
think
agree.
the teams it's going to come down to how the teams coordinate with their jungler for this game.
Yeah. I think Lunchbox is definitely going to have to put more priority onto the Dragon than they did last game. They seem to just kind of ignore it unless they want a team fight. Now I think they're going to have to force it just a little bit more, which could not work into their advantage. As we see, finally he is here. It's Quicksilver's. Formerly, it's a Bison.
All I have to say is fuck Comcast. Because I would have been here and streaming this if that hadn't happened.
Yeah, we'll get
But
wrecked.
nevertheless, I am here now. And also, hashtag fuck Eric, because he wouldn't do it with me earlier.
Yeah, I get you. On my birthday, my internet was down from like midnight to 7 p.m.
Ooh,
and all I wanted to do was watch anime.
that is very, very disappointing. Yeah. Well, spectator delay is pretty much over. Chat, let us know which team you got going on in this game to win. We have Lunchboxes of Doom, or they are here. Let us know. Get your hashtag Bucks win or hashtag TAH win in the chat.
Spectator Late just ran out, right?
Yeah, it just did.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm on the same time,
Oops.
because I'm just spectating through one of them.
Oh, I crashed.
Thank you, Riot.
Fix your spaghetti code.
I actually had one where it said I crashed getting into game while I was streaming, and then it actually went through, even though it said I had a bug splat. It was weird.
So first important thing to note is that both teams have 4 skins, so there is no skin advantage off the bat, which is, I mean, good for both teams. They're not going to be behind in the skin game.
Team Foreskin, anybody? Or season 2? Yeah?
We like to forget Season 2 happened. Those were the dark times of the tilted 9-inch torpedoes.
Yes,
and the ever-changing top laner.
Yes, that is true. Those were dark
If you want to
times
talk about
indeed.
Season 2, I was on Piper and Uncle Jemima's team.
Ooh.
Ayo.
I mean, I was still Sayato back then.
What? What is life as we are seeing pings all over the river by they are here. It looks like they are going to go for defensive positions here. And no engage looks to be coming from Lunchboxes. It looks like we're just going to go for a standard start as Alistair hitting that cowbell in the mid lane.
Well, we got a second because there was a crash. What's your timestamp at?
46, 47, 48, 49,
Okay.
50.
We're within half a second.
Yeah.
God. I know I play Swain, but I hate his dance. It's so annoying.
Hoagie,
I
did
don't
you
like
just
him whistling
cheer on
later.
this channel? If you did, Hoagie, I don't have the stuff to show it on this channel. If you want to cheer or anything, I suggest you go over to PMA LCS and cheer on that channel. Or donate on that channel, because then I will see it. Otherwise, I will not see
I
it on
learned that the
PMA
hard
SGN.
way.
Yeah, we had an interesting situation last game where we saw what they were saying over there. As both junglers are going to start on the blue side. Looks like Maie going for his blue buff. Urion going for the red. As in the top lane, Uncle Jemima did the first bit of damage, but it just doesn't matter because they're both tanks. What fun.
Already we get to watch tanks slap each other. I love directed camera.
Super Hoagie, good thing. It's only $1. Yep. Indeed. Hey, it still went to PMA SGN, so, you know, still a good cause. As we see Garfield Juice take the first bit of big damage. Fire breath there from Uncle Jemima doing some damage as looks like both bot lanes are trying to get to level 2 first to see who can engage. Who's it going to be? Nope, we're looking top lane.
Yep.
And it is going to be At the same time, but in goes New Capaturk as Piper is going to get the near sight onto Jirachi, but with the Blade Caller, he's going to get the root onto both of them. They are going to get the root. My bad. Pronouns are hard some days, especially when I went to high school reunion yesterday. That was awkward. Oh, as we see the breath coming out, getting the claw back is Juice Miyashin. Simply phenomenal, dropped to about half health. Slaga gonna get headbutt and pulverized as Jirachi gonna get blinded. Here goes the damage out. Ignite coming out onto Jirachi. Had to burn both heal and flash and gets away with just a sliver of health.
So, something I was about to say, I just noticed got posted in chat by Sens AZN NC. We got an Aftershock Ornn versus a Grasp of the Undying Maokai.
Oh,
now, in the laning phase, that Grasp is going to be way better than the Aftershock. And in this Wet Noodle fight, once we get a bit later on, I think the Maokai is going to end up being able to trade pretty well with the Ornn just off of that. Aftershock is really going to come into effect when they start team fighting, and then you got to use it really well.
Yeah, you thought Maokai healed a lot back when he went just normal, like, runes. Yeah, when he goes Grasp the Undying, he heals back even more, and it's dumb. Because that's what everyone's doing now.
I mean,
Especially if you get a precision secondary and you get the extra attack speed, you proc it even faster, along with your passive.
As a top laner who plays really bullshit champions, Grasp of the Undying is useful on everything.
But we just see some damage coming out here. Slaga gonna get ignited, has to dash away to the Piper. As Maie showed his face bot lane. Yep, Ignite being used by New Capaturk. And now they just kind of come back up as Maie is going to go mid lane, it looks like. Bellow's Breath being used top lane. Also, Volcanic Rupture gets the knock up onto Garfield Juice. Garfield Juice is low, but Uncle Jemima looks like he's out of mana.
Another thing looking at these runes that I've noticed is that Piper is looked at taking fleet footwork there in the bot lane. Usually when you see a Quinn nowadays, it's going to be Electrocute even in that bot lane because you can reset the Harrier passive so easily.
Ah, I did not know that.
Plus, it's like an Assassin and Bruiser meta. Screw sustained damage. You want to take him down really slow or really fast.
So, I am told by chat, if Bucks wins this game, they can make it so Power Bottom Boys make the playoffs. I guess if you are a Power Bottom Boys, you are rooting for Lunchboxes of Doom. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, that also would require they are here to play that game versus Send Nudes, which still has a bit of meaning.
I think that had meaning no matter what happens here, honestly, because I think it matters for seeding.
Aha.
I haven't looked at the updated playoff stats and all that, and like predictions and win scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that Send Nudes won the split, so I don't really care anymore.
Maybe the split for names.
You plebeians can just squabble beneath us.
Anyways, Jirachi, I think, went back early, is sitting with a control ward and a dagger. Has a bit more attack speed at this moment than Piper is. But Piper looks like he's got 1,500 in gold. Gonna come back probably with a BF sword or something like that. Something big like that. Alright, not a whole lot going on here. We got Pings in the mid lane onto Simply Phenomenal, who is out of mana, just hit level 6. But it looks like Urion's going to put some priority more onto jungle camps. As Maie looks to be ganking top. Uncle Jemima and Garfield Juice are going to fight here. Twisted advance in by Garfield Juice, but Uncle Jemima looks like he might be out. As Maie lane walks through, gets to the smoke screen down. 1 auto, 2 auto, end of the line coming out. And go away, I don't care about Creative Cloud.
Yeah, I know we just talked about the now 1,700 gold that Piper is sitting on in the bottom lane. I'm actually expecting him to get the Yomu's Ghost Blade first.
Ah.
It's pretty typical. Usually we do see, I don't know, I didn't check in the primary, but usually you take your secondary, you take the sorcery runes, and you go celerity. So that helps a lot, especially with your ult. I think he's probably waiting until 6, so that way he can come back with that little bit of lethality plus the ult in hand.
Serrated Dirk. All right. 3 my
There's a
nays.
possibility that you could still go Storm Razor first, though.
Yeah, he could. I don't think Storm Razor would be the most useful. As we're gonna go briefly top lane to watch Orin use Bella's Breath. Urion is pretty low. They are gonna get this first Cloud Drake, it seems, and he's gonna be able to jump out of the back of the pit. So early Cloud Drake going over to Lunchboxes of Doom, getting that best dragon in the game. And Uncle Jemima gonna get some more minions as Garfield Juice pushes the wave in. Yep, so interesting.
Yeah, that's directed camera for you. It
Yeah.
takes you to the most boring parts and says, screw the rest.
Oh, chat wants more Orin, so I guess directed camera's listening to you. We're getting more Orin right here. Volcanic Rupture knocks Garfield Juice to the side, but he is full health. Twisted Advance in onto Uncle Jemima, gonna knock him back. But Uncle Jemima is an Orin, and he just walks away like he doesn't care.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see that Grasp of the Undying really start to have the effect. Because Maokai is able to just auto and do a good amount of health damage to Uncle Jemima and walk away. As opposed to earlier when he wasn't really able to do much.
As we see a smite coming out, Garfield Juice has got the roam onto Urion. Urion looks like he's trapped. Does a dragon out, but he is stunned somehow. I think the event at Horizon still does stun. You can go through it, but I'm not really sure what the dealio is there.
It does if you go through it, unless you flash over it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, still got
Still
stunned.
gets out, though.
Yep, is able to get away in the dragon form. As Slaga has found New Cap and Turk, gonna stop his back. Elliot is a god. All planned. As we're seeing members of the previous game come in now to watch this one. Good job to both teams for getting a win, respectively. As Juice Miyasha going to pull back, simply phenomenal. Going to bring him out, and here comes the ultimate for Swain. Demon Flare, I don't even know what that means. As Slaga is still looking mid lane, and we're looking at a 1v1 in the bot lane with the both ADCs. Simply phenomenal. Is going to run out of mana here pretty soon. But he has New Turk to help clear the wave.
Unfortunate that Swain had to back off with that ult. That was a full 5 soul fragment ult. It does about as much damage as an echo ult when it comes back. If
Haru. Up goes Maie, gets hit by the Call of the Forge Gods, is trapped in between here, and Urion comes over to help secure the kill for Uncle Jemima.
10:45 first blood. Screw this game.
Yeah, I know.
Not my PMA LCS.
This is not a bloody game at all, as Uncle Jemima, though, does pick up Blue Blood, has a red buff now, might think about fighting Garfield Juice.
Like I was saying, if Swain didn't have to back off there, it would have been an easy flash Q ult and a kill. Why are we watching this?
I don't know. It's riveting content here. So we're going to see the Brittle being procced here. In goes on the Nature's Grasp, or the Twisted Advance, and Uncle Jemima just walks away. Such riveting, searing
I'm getting
charge.
Vietnam flashbacks of Dylan right now.
Hey, at least it's not a karma.
Yeah, I was in that game. That was dumb.
Yeah. All right, to the bot lane. Looks like New Turk and Slaga are both looking for that engage onto the 80 carries. As we're going to see New Turk get it onto Piper Iz's, but Quinn gets away, and Jirachi is not able to get them with the Blade Collar. Misses with that, as we're going to see the ultimate used here, Featherstorm out, and Slaga getting away. No Blade Collar means no Rooney.
I don't know. At this point, I feel like the top lane is more interesting than the bot lane.
Yeah, bot lane sucks. Go back. Yep. Director cameras listening. Here we are, top lane, gonna get the volcanic rupture in with the searing charge. Bella's breaths out, and Garfield Juice has lost half his health bar.
I didn't mean it right. I'm sorry.
As we're gonna see Demon Flare in the mid lane. Simply Phenomenal flashes away, and he looks like he's gonna
Not
dab
gonna
most
be
of the damage. But
nearly enough.
flash forward by Juice Me Ashen. Stopwatch used by Simply Phenomenal as we're gonna see more damage here. Rooted by his Maie, he's gonna go forward into Juice Me Ashen, get the kill there with an auto attack. As meanwhile, bot lane Jirachi has been killed by Slaga.
Unfortunately, with that mid play, even if the ult had gone through, it would not have been enough to kill the Veigar. Juice Me Ashen just being a little ballsy and going in with only... Oh,
As we're going
big
to see
things.
more fighting here, Twisted Advance, and that's Nature's Grasp coming out here. As Piper is the one stunned up there. New Capaturk had roamed, and I think that's part of the reason why Jirachi got dove bot tower by Urion and friends.
That was a wonderful three-man knockup by New Capaturk there.
Yeah, preventing the Lunchbox's Doom from getting first turret. It looks like Maie might get it first, actually, in the mid lane. It's so low. End of the line coming out. But no, Juice Me Ashen is here to defend as we look back top lane, because that's where we want to go. Jirachi is top.
Great.
Why did they flip the lanes already? Garfield Juice is bot lane now.
But finishing my thought really quickly, the trick to New Swain isn't learning his abilities. It's like keeping track of your soul fragments, because those are the damage in your ult. And 3 soul fragments there is not enough to take down a half-health Veigar under tower.
Piper is going to use the speed up boost. Gets a blind onto Jirachi. One more auto. And can he get it? Yes, he can. Heal is used by Piper is to get the move speed to catch up to Jirachi. And that's a solo kill for Piper is. Oh, Juice Me Ashen going to get stunned underneath the tower. They still have not taken that mid tower. As New Capaturk going to try and defend top lane. As we see a fight at the dragon. New Capaturk going to get the double knockup here as in goes Urion, steals the dragon, but does not get away as Garfield Juice ends up picking up the kill. But he did secure a Mountain Drake.
Honestly, on a Shyvana, dying for a dragon at this point in the game is definitely worth it, because it gives you those passive stacks that are going to scale you into the late game.
New Capaturk trying to get some damage off, but Slaga gets the kill there with Piper Izz's, and they get the first turret. So, Lunchboxes of Doom doing a bit better job of this game at the early game. Uncle Jemima now in the bot lane. Jirachi gonna defend there, but there is quite the wave. Volcanic Rupture coming out, and it misses Jirachi.
Now, that whole sequence there probably would have been worth it on the side of would have been worth it on the side of, what am I thinking? I can't think of my words. My words are not coming out. Someone else pick up.
All right, well, we see Slaga telling Zaya in the chat that they have a new lover. It is Quinn. It's a bird. Yep. Piper is going to get the kill there. The new lover wins every day as Uncle Jemima is going to sit on a ward. Urion has been found by Maie, and they're going to fight over a blue buff here. Smite out by Maie. Maie is the one who ends up picking up that blue buff. And still mid lane tower stands. Simply Phenomenal has not been able to take it down yet.
Anyway, I remember what I was saying. It might have been worth it, or at least even for they are here, if they would have rotated straight from the failed dragon on to the mid tower and just forced it down. It was only about 1 or 2 hits away. If they could have gotten that first tower gold, it would have saved something.
Urion thinking about contesting this Rift Herald gets knocked away by New Capaturk. Bot tower has gone down in the meantime as 4 members of They Are Here. That Rift Herald has still not gone down. Somebody smited it. I'm not sure who. As somebody is dying left and right. It was Urion. Your boy Urion gets the Rift Herald and dies in the process, but still secures it.
But,
Meanwhile, top lane, New Capaturk, Simply Phenomenal, going to try and take this turret, but they don't do damage quickly. It's going down slowly as Quinn takes the bot tower.
once again, with those the damage of that fight there, reinforces what I say about it's not worth ulting on Swain until you have all 5 soul fragments. Because even in all 5 of the members, he barely did like a 20th of their health.
I don't know how to cast
Welcome
that.
to the Fails collab, Uncle Jemima.
Oh my goodness.
I think everyone who's played Ornn has probably had one of those this season.
I mean, Bear had one just in the last game.
I know Eric's had one.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, another failed call of the Forge Gods by Uncle Jemima. And on we go. Elliot goes into 4 members. Blade Caller coming out, gets the root. Urion is going to be dead as Slaga goes in, gets the charm onto 4 members, but the damage is not there. Flash forward by Garfield Juice. He gets the Nature's Grasp out, or Twisting Advance out, as collateral damage comes out, and Slaga is still alive somehow, some way, as they are here, rotates onto the turret in the mid lane. Flash forward by somebody. Uncle Jemima is still here, and they're going to get the pullback on New Capiturk. New Capiturk is turned into a bounce house as we get the Event Horizon. Jirachi gets a kill. Jirachi gets the pullback on the Blade Caller as Nature's Grasp finally comes out. Slaga not going to get rooted by it as Juice Miashin is going to have to give up this mid turret. Juice Miashin caught into the Event Horizon. Dodges back and forth. Uses the ultimate. Flash forward by Garfield Juice. Garfield Juice is a beefy tree. Garfield Juice is dead. As the smoke screen comes out from Maie, who is very low. And the eye just misses.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
and
that's-
right there, I think is probably the only time you're gonna want to use a Swain ult if you do not have all 5 soul fragments. That time you had all 5, but usually you only want to use it if you don't have all 5 if you're about to die, because it does grant you, I think, 300 health, something like that, right off the bat.
He did gain a huge amount of health from kiting back with that ult. Like, yeah, what you said applies, but he did have all soul fragments there, which is really what saved him. If he didn't, he probably would have died right there. I can't remember, but I think it affects the healing. I may play Swain, but I don't know this game to save my life.
I think it affects the amount of healing you drag out of each individual inside that area, like, per second.
As we watch New Capiturk find some wards in a
I
bush.
should know this considering I played Swain yesterday.
Piper hits him with the blind. And Rift Herald has been summoned in the mid lane. Looks like the Lunchboxes of Doom going to go after this mid turret. Rift Herald charges. They're going to get a whole lot of damage out as Event Horizon is coming out. Piper gets the tower as a rune goes up onto Maie, but the Blade Caller means that everybody is rooted up, and Slaga taking down. Nature's Grasp coming out and roots up Urion. Urion going to Dragon Descend into 3 of them right into the middle of the team, but Simply Phenomenal gets the kill. Did not use Primordial Burst. Probably just hit him with the Q. Or bopped him with the Dark Matter. That's not the kind of raindrop you want to catch with your face.
This game is categorized by overly ballsy plays that are responded to with overly ballsy plays.
Hey, it's a Mountain Drake. Maie and friends going to try and take it here. They're low. It's going to go down, and no smite coming out as Simply Phenomenal is the one who eventually takes it. All right, 1 Mountain Drake each. Piper is a bird, is flying around quickly. It's still a bird. Gonna find Jirachi and go in underneath this bot tower. That would have been interesting.
Go in.
Lolly it. Where's Rob? We want Rob. I don't know where Rob is. Rob never showed up. Hence why I'm here, and Eric is also gone.
But yeah, definitely, they are here denying that Mountain Drake to box is very good for them, because it's keeping Shyvana off of getting her 3rd dragon on her passive, which is kind of where it starts to get pretty ridiculous. They just need to keep Shyvana from getting another dragon, and they can probably go through with it without having to completely focus most of their attention to taking down that Shyvana when she's around.
As we
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with that passive, it's a start at 10 magic resistant armor plus 5 for each dragon you take.
as we see the Eye of Sauron come out again. That's all I'm going to call that now. What do you want from me? I don't know, Rob. Where are you? I don't really care. New Kapaturk looks like he's going to wrap around. Going to get the headbutt pulverized onto Juice Miashin, and Jirachi ends up getting the kill as there was all kinds of burst damage there. Ornn is in the bot lane.
Swain is not a champion that you can step up as.
Yeah, 0-3 right now with only Abyssal Mask finish. Does have a stopwatch and some boots.
And Abyssal Mask is definitely an interesting choice. Swain doesn't have a lot of base damage as it is without building.
Oh, in goes Piperizes. Piperizes is going to get not dropped here as Featherstorm not going to hit. Oh, but Jirachi gets forward with the kill. Flashes forward for that. And gets one kill, and then Maya gets Slaga for the other. So that is another 2 deaths for Lunchboxes. Their early lead getting a little thrown away here as back of the pit is the dragon, but it doesn't come in time as Urion is not going to get in, and he's going to bounce away off the blast cone. Uncle Jemima going to hit no one with the volcanic rupture as New Kapaturk serves as a distraction. Uncle Jemima going to go in. Event Horizon coming out. Nevermore grasped Jirachi as in goes the Swain. The Swain uses the stopwatch, and we are seeing a 4v3 that Urion is going to get blown up here, but Simply Phenomenal is out of mana. Gets blown up there by the whatever that's called. I don't know.
It's Demon Flare.
Demon Flare. As this fight has turned on its head. It's Juice Me Ashen now starting to do hex of a lot of damage. Garfield Juice gonna get taken down by Piper Rizzes. So yes, they do secure that Baron. What the F am I watching? I don't know. What is going on? You're watching Swain become a thing.
While we can talk about that overstay, we could also talk about how Rob said Xerath and Vhagar play real champions who weak mid laners. That's a Swain, not a Xerath.
He's talking about the Vhagar. And
I think
Simply
he's talking about
Phenomenal.
Simply Phenomenal.
Playing Xerath and Vhagar in successive games. Slaga trying to get away. Uses the Blast Cone and is able to get away from New Kapaturk. Well, maybe not, as Piperiz is going to go after Maye and gets blown up by collateral damage. Yikes.
I mean, Rob plays Zyra. I don't know if he has room to talk, but
Rob plays whatever Rob wants.
he does play Orianna, so I'll give him that. 'Cause that kind of boosts that mid lane difficulty champ pool up.
So fortunately for They Are Here, we still have a Baron on Graves and Alistar, which sets them up to be able to do a 4-1 as long as they can get into a lane and get that Alistar out of the jungle. You're a support!
Yeah, looks to be getting some vision here as they're going to actually push top lane. Waiting for Garfield Juice to crash the tower as Urion going to go in on Maye. This is a 1v1 that Urion looks to be winning here. The damage coming out, the burn damage as Piperizzes comes in and gets the kill on Maye. That's another Baron buff taken away as now there's only one left. It's New Kapaturk. New Kapaturk leading the way as the team has not rotated to defend top. 4 members are going to be able to get this second tier too. As what is Lunchboxes of Doom doing?
Is this a bait? Okay, we got a teleport coming down at least.
Yeah, teleport in.
And
That would be Juice Miashin going to go in 1v4 to start. New Kapaturk kind of running around a circle. Event Horizon being used on Slaga. Slaga goes in, gets the double knockup. Does not get taken down as he's able to get out with the charm. Piperiz is here for the cleanup. Piperiz gets the double kill on the New Kapaturk.
Now, they definitely had a good thing going there, but their split push was a bit messed up because we had the Graves getting pressure long before any of the rest of the team could establish any. It was really easy for They Are Here to rotate onto the Graves, kill him, and then respond to the bot tower. They should have just waited, or Graves should have just waited and done something until they could have established pressure in the top lane, and that would have worked way better for them.
All right, fourth Drake is an Ocean Drake. It will go over to Lunchboxes of Doom as Piper is pushes the wave into the mid turret. Well, and all of that, Lunchboxes of Doom lost a few towers, but they are coming back with the kills. So they're only down 1 tower and a Baron, and the gold lead is only 2K. Rito, more Cloud Drakes, please. I'm sorry, General Dill, you're not going to get that. As we see Unstoppable coming out from Urion. That was Dragon's Descent. Kills a Scrying Orb. Scrying Orb? I don't know.
At this point, we have Box with 3 dragons, and the gold lead is like 2.4k away from each other. That's not a huge amount. They are here has kind of blown their lead that they had going for a little while there. At this point, they need to not separate and just try to pick something off as a team, because their comp is really works best when they are all together.
Wow, did none of them see the Speedy Quinn? Speedy Quinn just goes by everybody, finds the Jirachi, and it's going real fast. Jirachi taken down on the 1v1, but Piper is now needs to flash away as he was found by 4 members trapped in the baby cage, and the shutdown by Simply Phenomenal for 675 gold.
And that's exactly why They Are Here needs to stick together as a team. Because even if they trade for it, they're going to lose someone on their team if that Quinn goes up to them.
Yeah, as we're going to see interesting decisions all around. In goes Garfield Juice. He's going to get charmed up. That is actually Slaga. They're going to get the damage down, though. And Slaga, dodges out everything. New Kappa Turk trying to get some damage out as mid-turret has gone down. Demon Flare being used by Juice Miashin is going to get hit by the Event Horizon and taken down. Twisting Advance coming out as we're seeing TP here by Simply Phenomenal back to the mid turret. They do get bot lane tower, but the mid inhibitor turret might go down. Arum gets the knockup on the Simply Phenomenal. Jirachi's here for the damage, but Uncle Jemima and Urion don't care. Featherstorm coming out. Jirachi is taken down. Uncle Jemima gets the kill, and Simply Phenomenal, though, says goodbye, Uncle Jemima. You ain't no Uncle Drew, as Urion runs away. He's a fast, speedy dragon.
Yeah, so in the fights that we saw 2 team fights ago, we saw Piper and Diziz take up, well, there goes
Yeah, Urion has been found by New Kappa Turk. Bye-bye, Mr. Dragon. He uses the Ignite. That might have been saved. Okay, then.
What is this game?
I don't know. Piper is about to be found by a bunch of people. Is found by 3. Slaga gonna get the charm and the knockup. Piper is no more, I guess, would be the best way to do that.
We just see these random fights and picks everywhere. I'm sure they're trying to coordinate, being like, all right, everybody move to here, but then they just meet somewhere random, and we get these little skirmishes that result in bullshit results. What is
I feel
this
like
game?
they're trying to make up for the fact that First Blood wasn't until almost 11 minutes.
Yeah, at 11 minutes, we've gone, what is that? Math is hard, 34 kills since 10 minutes, so 34 kills in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah. We're averaging a kill and a half a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. What is this meme fest? It's just getting more
That's
gold.
why we're seeing such fluxes in gold, because all the bounties are being picked up.
I'm so confused. Smokescreen coming out. Slaga looks like they're thinking about an engage here. Meanwhile, priority is being placed on the Baron. Vision control all over the place as Urion and friends look like they might fight. I have Sauron coming out. It's going to miss. Yeah, but Event Horizon has been used. That is a fairly long cooldown. If I'm somebody I think about engaging here, Juice Miashin only has 1 soul fragment as Uncle Jemima is on the side. Uncle Jemima gonna charge away as we see the dance around Baron continue. Rooted back is Garfield Juice, but that doesn't matter because he's the tank. New Kappa Turk, though, a little bit of front. Uncle Jemima gets the knockup on the New Kappa Turk, and that's the only one. As the Event Horizon is back, it comes back down, and somebody is dead. Meanwhile, Piper is actually in the mid lane, takes the tower, dies, and Urion looks to get away.
once again, and I may be critical because, like, I'm a Swain player mostly, but going in with 2 soul fragments.
Where is
not
Urion
worth it.
going?
He's trying his best.
Does not contest the Baron, instead dies to the turret as New Capaturk is going to chase Slagger around for a bit. There is a fairly large wave bot lane, and another Drake spawns in 40 seconds. There's
I don't
also a
think-
wave top lane.
I don't think Arion had a way to get into that dragon pit. He had both New Capaturk and Maye up there chasing him while he had Dragon's Descent. He didn't have Flash, so if he had both, he could flash over one wall and Dragon Descent into the pit, or vice versa, but he only had the Dragon's Descent, so just decided that an execute would be better than dying straight up to either Maye or New Capaturk.
Definitely better than giving gold. But I think that whole situation there was just a bit over anxious by Box going in a bit early just because the Ornn ult got thrown down. They needed to really wait until they had a better position, had more soul fragments on the Swain, and could do more consistent damage than getting a knock-up that wasn't able to be capitalized by the rest of their team.
All right, well, the second Mountain Drake has gone over to They Are Here. Their gold lead now stands at 6k as New Capaturk is standing really close to Slagga. Slagga seems to know, gets the little knocky thing onto him. I don't actually know what that's called. As Maye now is found, he's going to get charmed up. A room is coming out. A bounce house happens, but there goes Simply Phenomenal's health bar. Simply Phenomenal taken down there by Uncle Jemima. Now, that was, I don't know who, that looked like Garfield Juice, New Capaturk, and Jirachi, the only 2 left. Uncle Jemima chasing New Capaturk, going to get the Eye of Sauron out. Once Piper is going to jump over, and Piper gets the kill onto Jirachi. New Capaturk gets hit by the Dragon's Descent, and when New Capaturk flashes away, still gets taken down, and that's an ace.
As if making up for that somewhat early Ornn ult in the Baron pit, Uncle Jemima coming through, getting a 4-man knockup in a narrow corridor. It was just turning the tide of that fight, getting it to where Box could come in and clean it up. That was a fantastic Ornn ult there.
Yeah.
That really was the decider of that fight.
I think the story of this game so far has been that Piper has not been really around in team fights. And when Piper is there, Box wins team fights. As we see the tower coming down, Event Horizon being used. A room again. Are they going to get the knockup? They get the knockup onto Maye, but the health bars are so low. Garfield Juice going in. They get the knockback onto the tower, but Jirachi is here. Jirachi gets one. Urion goes down. Simply Phenomenal just blows up Juice Miashin, and Simply Phenomenal going after Piper is. Uncle Jemima might need to sacrifice themselves as Slagga and Piper are the only ones left. As we see more chaos. TP bot lane. This is both Vigart and Garfield Juice. And they're going to go for this inhib turret. Do they have the
Shout
damage?
out to OPTSM fan in chat predicting that they would try and fail to win the game there.
But people will spawn in 20 seconds. Can they hold that amount of time? The rest of the team is mid lane. This is a 2v2 in the bot lane. Event Horizon being used. Garfield Juice is going to take a lot of damage here. Garfield Juice does hit Piper is with the Nature's Grass. Gets a little bit of health back, but does die to Piper who is on a killing spree. And the game is not over yet.
Yeah, Piper showing there that who cares what Sneaky thinks about runes, because still putting out a lot of damage on Fleet Footwork Quinn.
As the rest of the team has respawned, Garfield Juice is dead for another 30 seconds. There is only one inhibitor down and only one Nexus turret left for They Are Here. Could we be seeing Lunchboxes of Doom picking up the game here? I don't know. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. As Piper has gone on an adventure on his own. This is when the team tends to lose team fights, is when Piper is not around. Will Piper
Yeah, but he's
catch up?
clean.
He's a
He
speedy
can
bird.
speed. I love how Box is just ignoring the rest of the lanes exist and trying to speed it down mid lane.
This is an ARAM, don't you know? As Garfield Juice has respawned, we are back to 5v5. As the team hops to go to the top lane and target this turret. No neutral objectives, so to speak, for the foreseeable future. 22 to 25, 37 minutes in, 7 turrets for everybody, but still a 4k gold deficit. As Garfield Juice going to throw a sapling, find 3 members, and the grab does not hit from Juice Miyashin. Electrocute is solid. Piper is his bird. Phase or press the attack is okay on her. Bird, lol. But that's Dom. Durf nerfs. Massive bot wave. Yes, massive bot wave incoming. They did take that inhibitor tower. And the speedy bird is speeding through the jungle. My goodness,
Okay,
that bird is fast.
So Guy Fieri can't keep casting, but he can sit and chat and comment on what the game's doing.
He went to go eat, so that, you know, be kind of hard
Eating's not
to
important.
cast and eat unless you like talking with your mouth full.
You don't need to live to cast.
Piper needs GA. Ooh, maybe. Does have an Executioner's Calling, though, and has the upgraded Infinity Edge with a Static Shiv, Storm Razors, and a Yomu's. Jirachi frontlining just a little bit here. Tries to get some of the wave. As that wave is so big, we're going to go look at it. 3 cannon minions.
Jesus.
It will hit eventually. Piper is might think about rotating over. There is a ward there. They will know. Dragon and Baron are both going to spawn really soon.
I mean, if they can get the Baron, well, that wave is still up and get there. That wave is thick with 5 C's.
5
There's
capital
nothing Bell can
C's.
do. Thick.
They seem to be ignoring it though.
Yeah,
There's pings on it now, but
yeah, that wave is growing. Both neutral objectives have spawned. Looks like priority going to be placed onto the Baron by both teams. As Jirachi is now split from the team, this might be the opportunity that Lunchboxes of Doom is looking for. Piper is still with his team, and they're going to go for the Baron. All right, Mae has a blast cone. Mae can go over the wall. Jirachi is coming back. They're going to get spotted by the Eye, I think, as they go over the wall. Mae gets the Baron steal as New Kappa Turk prevents the knockback by Uncle Jemima. Does probably pay for it with his life. No, flashes out, but still Piper gets the kill. They do secure the Baron, but they sacrifice one. Piper is sitting on 2.8k gold, is backing, and will still get to the dragon in time. As look at that Quinn go. What a speedy bird.
Honestly, it was a great time to go Baron with the ADC disconnected from the rest of the team, but not checking the blast cone and not expecting the Graves to just pop over and smite. Not a good idea.
Yeah, it was a bit interesting. They had the opportunity to use the blast cone earlier when they're walking around the Baron pit and just opted to leave it there. Like, here you go, have a free way in. As now it's Swain in the mid lane. They do get the Elder Drake, so Elder Drake is very strong for them, especially with Urion.
I think Swain's not the one you want to have on their own right now, with only an Hourglass and an Abyssal Mask. Not a lot of AP, not a huge amount of wave clear that they could be having. But there's the Quinn to back them up, and that's what you need in the mid lane, splitting against the rest of the enemy team.
This just in. Urion has been Flame Horizon by Maie.
I.e.
I.e. indeed.
Hey, but Alistair's 40 CS over the Rakan, so that's what really matters here.
Yep, support CS wins games. As we see the fight between Baron minions and Elder Drake, as we see a flash out by Uncle Jemima. It was inside the vent horizon. Bit interesting that, as there is a large wave pushing top.
In response to Bung Daddy in the chat, I care about CS as long as it's on supports.
Flash? Yep. Flash, I don't know. We're seeing a back by Uncle Jemima. Gonna catch this wave, which has, we're gonna look at it now. 4 cannon minions. That's a yikes for me, dog. As Piper is all alone. Nope, now has Juice Mioshin as a friend. But is still a speedy bird, so Piper can still go places. The Eye of Sauron's gonna hit Jirachi and take a quarter of their health bar.
Jeez.
That's with 2 defensive items.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
2
to be
defensive items. What?
Oh, it looks to be building a Spirit Visage now. No
That's why I'm
damage
saying
really.
2 defensive items.
Well, I was about to say 2 defensive items, but Jirachi has no MR whatsoever.
Hi,
So,
Kevin.
On an ADC, it's pretty easy to quarter health them with any ability if they don't have any MR.
I think for this matchup, I think Juice Mioshin probably should have gone Roa. I understand that you're into a Vigar.
Honestly, Roa is always a good starting item on Swain, as long as you're not in a matchup where you are super screwed if you hit the later stages of the game. It just gives Swain everything he wants before and after the update. If you're not going to go Roa...
I mean, like yesterday when I played it, I went Abyssal Mask, but it was because we were facing someone who had a Galio, a Morgana, and a Kaisa, who were all going to pump out lots of magic damage, so...
General Dill in the chat says Swain needs a Morella Nomicon. A haunting, guys. Piper built GA, thank God.
Oh yeah, in this match, definitely Morella Nomicon, because you have the Zaya healing from just... Is she healing right now? Or did she not build any healings?
No.
I can't see.
That's
But
an Infinity
more
Edge.
importantly, I can't see these small icons. I haven't got new glasses in 4 years.
Okay, Piper has found New Capaturk. New Capaturk has been chunked down. Flashes away. Room gets the knockup onto New Capaturk. New Capaturk losing a lot of health here. New Capaturk taken down by Urion. Flash forward by Juice Mioshin. Juice Mioshin, though, is getting blown up as we see the redemption coming out here. Urion was taken down. I'm not sure by what. As Event Horizon is going to get Slaga. The carries are still alive. Uncle Jemima is still there. Juice Mioshin still around. And Jirachi almost loses the GA. Has that Nexus turret still alive?
To answer your question, I believe Rurion was taken out by a dark matter.
Ah. Raindrops come falling from the sky.
But what chat was saying is the Morella Nomicon, if not for the Jirachi, is for the Maokai definitely with super healing and the Death's Dance on that Graves.
Yes, Death's Dance on Graves is pretty big. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Alistair also provides a bit of healing as well. One of the reasons why Alistair's health bar went up so high. So yeah, somebody needs Grievous Wounds. There is no Grievous Wounds at the moment because Piper is sold the Executioners.
Shame.
That's still there.
Raindrops.
It's Mortal Reminder.
Yeah. We have 1 Grievous Wounds.
Raindrops
First champion.
kill dragons because dragons use fire, and it's like a Charmander. When you put out its tail,
And it's
it
also
dies.
because Simply Phenomenal has
Get wrecked.
340 stacks on his passive and has over 1200 AP.
Wait, for reals?
Vigar. Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
1200 AP means he
And he
pretty
hasn't
much
finished
one-shots.
He hasn't finished
Piper.
Morello yet.
1200 AP versus, let's see.
It's not a Charmander.
Okay, we have a Swain with some MR,
Looks like a
a Shyvana
Charmander.
with some MR, and an Ornn with some MR. The big damage from the Quinn, no MR.
I don't live in
We
Seattle.
got these damage items, but 1 stray ability from the Vagar, and the Quinn goes bye-bye.
All right, well, Quinn's going to go after New Capaturk. Does about half or about a quarter of the health bar here. As we see Juice Mioshin actually splitting bot. meaning that the team's got to back off. That looks like a bunch of supers entering into the base. Jirachi has to go pick up this wave, as now blue team is going to go after Baron. This time they use the blast cone, so no blast cone for Maie. He's going to have to dash through the wall with his quick draw. It's low. Here comes Juice Miashin TPing in. Another TP coming from him, and he steals the Baron again.
God.
What is life, as Urion is not going to take it down. He's going to flash over the wall. Juice Miashin does not get the redemption in time. Uncle Jemima taken down here. Ashin taken down. Urion taken down. It's Piper, and only Piper.
Do you even deserve to win if you let the Baron get stolen twice? Sequentially?
That's 50-second death timers at this point in time. New Kappa Turk is just saying, screw it, let's walk bot lane, forget the mid turret, get this inhib, and end this game.
Honestly,
And
if they
there
just
goes the
get-
Speedy Bird. Can the Speedy Bird stall out the game? Ooh, that's a lot of damage on the New Kappa Turk. The New Kappa Turk going to go on, headbutt him away, but there's no minions, so they're not taking this quickly. New Kappa Turk is going to die to Piper Izz's, and Piper Izz is going to get the GA blown by Jirachi, and collateral damage secures the kill. But did he stall it enough? And they run out the base.
What is this fiesta?
This just in: shotguns kill birds, and Maie has a shotgun.
All right, Elder Drake gonna go over to They Are Here as they all recall.
Theoretically, with the Baron and with the Elder, and such a strong 11k lead, they can finish this out. But we just saw them go under tower to get a kill and almost get destroyed by it. So,
Well,
coordinate, win.
So before quick we get into a team fight here, in case anyone was wondering, with Elder Dragon, Baron, Blue Buff, and all completed items, Simply Phenomenal is at 1404 AP.
Christ.
and Piper has respawned, so we're back to 5v5. Urion is in the bot lane, though, but New Kappa Turk is not there yet, so can Urion get there in time for this fight? That's going to be in the mid lane, just like an ARAM, because it is an ARAM. Double Event Horizon. They're going to get so much damage down, and Jirachi gets the kill, and the Dark Matter falling from the sky kills two of them, basically, with Uncle Jemima and Juice Miashin both blown up. This should be the game. They Are Here in 50 minutes. We'll win. Turret 1 down. Turret 2 going to go down. Featherstorm coming out. Urion is still alive somehow. Piper is also alive. But Maie does not care. Maie kills everything. Gets the double kill. Turrets are gone. They Are Here win the game.
You can definitely tell when the game's ended, or you can tell a few minutes before the game's ended when the viewers goes from 20 to 29.
Yes. Piper got a Mercurial. God damn it. Did he really? He's got a Mortal Reminder and a Mercurial Scimitar. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Maie carry. Maie greater than a Lucida. I'm the real winner with the vision score. Are you, Urion? You have 69. Yeah, I guess you are the winner.
Yeah, definitely.
Confirmed.
That means the whole series goes to
They are
Box
here.
for the vision score.
Yes. Yes. So we're going to look at some numbers here. 11 deaths for Urion was unfortunate, but he's a dragon and doesn't care. Uncle Jemima going 4-6 and 8 with 265 farm. 413 CS though for Maie going 12-4 and 18. And then we see Jirachi going 10-8 and 16 with 378. 324 CS for Simply Phenomenal with a 9-3 and 18 scoreline. That, ladies and gentlemen, is good for 27 kills, or 27 kills participated in out of 37. But Maie leads the way with 30 kills participated in 37. Who was Game 1 MVP? Why wait? Ass. What? Game 1 MVP was Garfield Juice. Yep, Garfield Juice. Anyways, new Capaturk going 4, 6, and 21 with 21 assists. Very well done there. As we're going to look at some damage numbers. Piper is leads the way with 47,000 damage to champions. Any thoughts on that? Seeing none, we're going to move on. 46,000 damage to champions done by Maie, 43 by the Vigar. Simply phenomenal. And then Jirachi doing 41,000 damage to champions. I think a lot of that damage came in late game when the Vigar is chunking 2 or 3 people for about 2,000 per dark matter. Yeah. Those raindrops hurt.
As we see a 31 critical strike by the Maokai.
Ooh.
Interesting number there.
A critical strike by the Maokai? What?
31.
Does Baron or Elder give you extra critical chance?
No.
I have no idea how that happened, but I'm glad it did.
How does a bird outdamage an AP wizard with 1,400 AP?
I mean,
I'll tell you how. It's
the
a speedy
1400
bird.
AP wasn't till later, but the Quinn was doing work throughout the entire game.
I'll tell you why. The speedy bird went flying in and found kills. And also went after tanks as well. Yeah. That's how. What's up, Gert?
What's up?
We're casting.
So, Garrett, what are your thoughts on the last match?
It was well fought by both teams. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you guys were doing that, but I'll go to a different channel.
Nah, you cool. I just letting you know we're casting, just an FYI.
Well, that's okay.
All
I
right.
want to go to general.
We are going to create a new poll here. Type my question here. What is my question? Who was the MVP for...
Perpetual Tilt, we cannot do an MVP poll using mod powers on this channel because none of us are mods on this channel other than Greg.
Hey,
So-
I
Cough,
have
cough, Greg.
Dashboard. I have dashboard
Wait,
access.
Jirachi is too. It's also Rich's fault now. Hashtag Fire Rich.
Hashtag Fire Rich. Well, I'm not on, but I can access the channel as if
Oh,
I
hey,
was the channel.
there's a chat.
What is that?
Yay.
So
There's
this
a chat?
poll that Jirachi has posted, I don't know if that's for game 1 or game
That
2.
is game 2.
That's game 2.
Silly.
Because they typed 2-1 game 1 before that, but
No.
I don't know who game 1 was because I wasn't here.
I told
for
you it was Garfield Juice.
it. You told me nothing.
Pretty sure I did. Anyways.
Shh.
All right, who's your game 1 or game 2 MVP?
Maie.
I mean, he got 2 Baron steals in a row. Albeit, Box didn't really stop him from getting those, even though it was clearly obvious he'd be around the area. It wasn't like he had died recently. It wasn't like he was coming back. There was plenty of time for him to get there while they were doing the Baron. But getting those Baron steals really turned the tide of the game, as well as just being pretty strong the whole game.
Didn't they get like
I'm
3
gonna give it to
barons?
Maie. Think they is there a Baron number on here?
There is not,
Nope.
unfortunately. I think it was
There
something
were-
like 2 or 3 Barons.
I think there were 3 Barons the whole game. I thought
No,
Box
there were
got the first one.
Yeah, Box got 1, but I think They Are Here had 3. If I'm not mistaken. Anyways.
So, Jirachi writing off Viger is just disrespectful. I understand that Viger had Event Horizons that kept Aruyan from smiting at those Barons. The point of that is that still having to execute that and making sure that you smited at the right time. Plus, you also had massive amounts of damage coming out of Maie, and among other things, he had, 30 out of 37 kill participation.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was all over the place. He had tons of tons of damage, tons of CS.
The Vagar was very strong, but a lot of that damage does come from the later stage of the game where the stacks built up. Vagar is definitely very good in the late game, and throughout the whole thing was having good Event Horizons and good Dark Matters, but really this game came down to the objective control against the Shyvana and with the later Baron steals, which is why I give it to Maie.
Alrighty. So, we're going to leave the poll open for just a little bit. And then we're going to call it. But also, I told you Garfield Juice, Game 1 MVP. Yeah. Cool. Yes. What's going on here? Alrighty here. Looks like we have fighting in the chat again. Hooray. Just what we need.
Just remember that this is not our channel. Remember that this is PMASGN's channel, and that anyone that follows them would also be seeing this.
Well, not
so yeah,
anyone.
do with that what you will see. But yeah.
Anyways, not the time or place. Let's chill with the chat as we are going to call the MVP poll. Who is it? That is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Maie, Game 2 MVP with 11 votes and 73%.
Yep.
Pretty definitive.
I mean, all damage aside, I personally am convinced that objective control really won the game. And a lot of that came from the good rotations of their jungler. So congrats to Maie on Game 2 MVP.
Yes. Those kills, especially late game, the damage started coming in. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I see a crit here for, what is that? 2,239. And 1 auto attack.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to the 31 of Maokai, so...
Yeah, that's true. Maokai, the true MVP.
All right, so that's Garfield Juice and Maie. I need to pop into the Player of the Game channel if I'm not stupid.
Yep, Player of the Game chat for MVPs and captains, should they so choose to show up. Yes.
So, Player of the Game interview, Fleeing Panda. Why do you think the player of the game? What do you think the player of the game would say if I asked them why did they win the game?
You know that 31 crit by
There we go.
the Maokai. Yeah, hey Garrett.
Hey, you guys.
We got a question about
Hello.
you. Where did the 31 crit come from?
You know, don't tell anyone. Scripts, dude. Scripts. I hacked the game. Gave me that like 0.01% crit chance. That's what it was, dude.
He went all poultry pastries on us. For those of you who've played in the Overwatch series.
Oh. Wait,
Nope.
hold up.
I played in that
Chicken
season
waffle
where
styles,
they.
that's the one I'm looking for.
Oh, you mean
Oh, the
aimbot?
hacks. Oh, the hacks. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay,
team would
there
have
we
gotten
go.
first place if it wasn't for those hacks.
Same, Austin. We were on the same team at season 1.
Whoa, yeah, that's right.
I would also like to point out that New Capaturk placed 106 wards in a 50-minute game.
He was on about that. I was like, Jesus Christ! This is it no longer counts zombie wards. So that was 106 green and pink wards.
Rip
I don't even
my
know if that
record.
includes pink.
Jesus.
25
I
pink
actually-
wards
Oh, Jesus.
placed by New Capaturk.
That's
All right, team-
2 words per minute.
Yeah, team captain.
Yep.
Talk to me about your support there. What makes what was his whole goal in this game? Is it to put the vision everywhere to find
Even
the
before
team?
game 1, he was talking about how we needed like vision control on us the game, which seems pretty obvious, but he was talking about vision and he backed it up with his boarding stats. So yeah.
The real answer is Tyler just wanted to break the PMA LCS record for wards per minute. He tried his hardest.
I'm sad. I'm very sad.
So, I have a question toward Maye. Those 2 Baron steals. This isn't a question, it's a statement, but describe them to me. What was going through your head? And I turned it into a question. Good
Well,
job, me.
Austin, hold on, interjection. Why is your Discord name Harder Bang Daddy?
Why is
Uh,
your name Grid 7?
Let's keep this focused on the game,
Back to my-
shall we?
that's-
Well, the first Baron steal, I mean, I was just basically trying to put as much as I could into the Baron and then getting out with it. And I mean, I didn't think I was going to get it either time. And the first one, I don't even think I smited it. I'm pretty sure I just got it with my ultimate. And then the second one, I think I did get the smite off, and I was like, holy shit, I got both of them. This is not usual for me. Because I missed smites earlier in the game, if you noticed that, and whatnot, so... Pretty sure there was more stolen dragons and barons than there ones that were secured by teams.
Yes, Sean, we see this on stream. I don't know what that question was.
Something.
Get wrecked.
I mean, Sean's just shamelessly plugging for himself at this point, then.
I'd ask a question about game 1, but I wasn't there for it.
Someone give Jonesy a question. He played out of his goddamn mind game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm only here because I donated on the other stream, and it came through on Panda's streaming.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we didn't change. Because we don't change like the donation box
So-
over.
Yeah.
I've got a
Nope.
question for Jonesy, since he likes playing tanks like Maokai.
Why only Maokai?
If you had to pick 2 tanks to be the most noodly of fights, which 2 would you pick?
Like against each other.
Yes.
I really, if they buffed Nautilus, I would love to see Nautilus versus Orin because they both have 4 CC abilities.
Are
I
you
would
kidding?
love to see that.
Are you kidding me? Nautilus has at least good like scaling damage on its abilities. I think we've already seen that the real noodle matchup is Grasp of the Undying Karma versus Grasp Maokai.
Oh,
No one dies
Okay.
the entire game,
The greatest one.
and we have to watch every time they hit each other.
Can we bring back Zach Top?
No,
Because Zach Top was the
I hate
best.
Zach. I refuse. That's all I got. Okay. I mean, that or the Scion versus Mal fight that happened in NALCS was like Impact versus Quas.
Chat, if you have any questions, please ask them now because we are scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
A little bit. Whatever.
Some OPTSM fan is asking if we can bring back Alistair Top.
Hidden OP, Alistar Top is OP against Jax.
Okay, but what against a Braum Top?
What?
That's my secret card.
Why not Alistar Jungle?
You know, why not Alistair Jungle?
Predator, Alistar Jungle. Just a cow out of nowhere.
Okay, we have a question from Iruyan from Meye. He says, "Why are you the way that you are?"
Well, that's a good question. I guess you can blame Sean for this one because all I do is just worship the Church of Menbong. So I'm the way I am because I look after Sean.
Okay. And we have a question from OPTSM fan for They Are Here. What teams do they not want to play against? And an additive from me, why is it send nudes?
Well, if you're gonna if you're gonna throw that in, yeah, we're scared to play send nudes. Three-game winning streak, man. Like, that's. I mean, you can't compete with facts. They've won the split, and are on a winning streak.
We've been hiding our potential to the last 2 matches to throw everybody off.
Baited and outsmarted. I mean, do we want to go serious for a second with like playoffs?
I'm gonna guess it's that
question.
if anyone beats you, you're probably out because of this weird, crazy tie thing that's been going on for the last couple matches.
Actually, according
Even
to
though
the
it's broken.
The standings are updated as is, and yeah.
Yeah, according to the standings, which are being shown on stream at the moment, Codename Carries Next Door are the number 1 seed, followed by Long Anime Schlongs. Ocean's E-Girls is number 3. They Are Here currently sit at position 4, which actually probably should be position 6.
No,
Somebody
the
just changed. Oh yeah, send nudes. Yeah, there we go.
No, this is correct because we are guaranteed at least 4th place because we hold tiebreaker head-to-head advantage over both NTA and PPO.
So what you're saying is that no matter what happens, NTA and PPO have to play a playoff game to decide seeding.
Yes, they must play a tiebreaker. Our game versus Send Nudes decides whether we finish 4th or 3rd, because if we win, that would tie us with OEG, but we hold head-to-head there too.
But what if we double beat you?
Then you really win the split.
Yeah, if we take like Thresh Top and Braum Jungle.
Oh no.
And we make you surrender at 15. Then do
yes,
we really win?
Then we are out of playoffs, and SN are in. SN take our spot.
Okay, I'm letting Caleb know.
All right. Any other questions?
Who were the MVPs for OEG versus NTA? Because I'm missing those.
I haven't.
It was a Cout and Spooped.
Thank. So Bear Jr. was Game 1 MVP of DPPPO?
No idea.
Probably.
Wait.
I'm just gonna... honestly, if he wasn't, then I don't know what to say. But yeah, okay. I don't know what else we're doing here.
Yep.
So, quick question from the chat. What teams do you not want to see in playoffs?
That was an accident.
I really don't want to see CND.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm... Where...
You can just put us at the bottom. Put CND at the bottom and put CND at the top.
Okay, I'm doing it. But actually, really, first round, I don't think we, like, especially, like, oh, we want to see one person in particular, but
Is there someone you wouldn't want to be matched up with because you don't think that you match up with them, or like maybe they've gotten stronger since you played them in the regular season?
I think OEG. I actually think OEG. I think they've gotten a lot. They have gotten a lot better. Yeah. God, I'm blanking on words, but they have gotten a lot better, at least since we played them. Same with PPO in all honesty, since we played them way back in week 2. But in like whoever we play, we'll prep. It's okay.
And no one from Box is here, so we can't ask them. I know Maya answered, I think yesterday, whenever his game was, I think they answered about how teams they didn't want to see.
NTA.
All right.
You rang! Well, hello.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
lord, that was God, my ears.
That's a Piper, isn't it? That is a Piper.
So, Piper, what?
Oh lord.
If you were in playoffs, which teams would you not want to see?
I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to kill Rich a bunch.
I mean, honestly, that's fair.
Well, you succeeded in that objective. so-
Literally kept trying to dodge the matchup. I'm like, all right, I'm going top. Everyone leave. Rich shows bot. All right, I'm going bot.
And you're a
Rich
speedy
shows
bird.
mid with 5 members. All right, I'm going backline.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit you play better than me. That series, like,
Yeah, I know.
And I think on that
this
note,
man is the TSM double lift of this LCG. Jesus Christ. Actually, no. This is like classic CLG double lift at this point.
I think on this note, we might call it a night.
Yeah, Grant went to bed because he's tired, so I'm filling in as captain. So here I am.
Oh man. I don't trust anybody from not our president to be a captain except me.
Okay.
So I'll be your captain.
All right, Austin, you're our captain. All right, ask yourself a question.
Why do we suck?
All right, well, here's the answer. Actually, I can't say this on stream because people will get really mad at what I have to say.
Oh Jesus Christ.
But what I can tell you is Quinn bot is the future. And if you disagree, you do not follow the Church of Menbung.
Dude, I was playing Quinn actually like in warm-ups. I was like, do I want to pull this out? No. And then you destroyed me with it.
Well, you fucked up.
I did. Oh god. Yeah. No, I literally said in our comms after I died. I think it was either the second or third death. I was like, Piper just wants to kill me. Use that, please. It's like you're a good player, but you're not that hard to figure out when you just want to kill someone over and over. It's okay.
I mean, that's my job. You tell me where to shoot, and I shoot him.
It's fair.
I don't have to do much thinking. That's why I'm good at this role.
I only right click. I don't think.
Hey, I have to hit E and Q, and also R.
And W every 30 seconds.
All right. Well,
Maybe
anyways,
if we're lucky.
we're gonna
We
call it a
default.
night. Thank you for tuning in to PMA SGN for this game of PMA LCS as we hear frantic typing. Yeah, enough of that nonsense. Anyways, my name was Fleeing Panda. I had Hillary Clinton with me tonight casting, as well as Quicksilvers or It's a Bison. Saying so long. Thanks for all the fish. We out.